once in a while there's a reason that's given, a cause that will motivate us. A time to associate those who are willing, encourage those drifting apart. Teach by example, inspire a dream, then trust in the process at hand. Celebrate laughter, honor defeat, contribute whatever you can, then we will join hands. Come on and join hands. We'll all stand together, no matter the weather, and join hands.
This is the story of how a community came together to create a work of art. My name is Laurie McGauley, and I live right on the border between two very distinct neighborhoods in Sudbury. They're both very much working class neighborhoods. They're two of the oldest neighborhoods in Sudbury. The Donovan is very much a place where a lot of Eastern European communities came to establish themselves, and mainly miners and working people were living here. The flour mill, Le Moulin à Fleurs, is traditionally the Francophone neighborhood in Sudbury, and they're right beside each other. And both of these communities, because they're the oldest communities in Sudbury, were also and are still a draw for a lot of the natives who live around in the reserves. There's a lot of reserves around Sudbury who've come to live in the city. So there's a wonderful multicultural mix in these two neighborhoods. There's a long history of struggle. There's a long history of neighborhood, of commitment. Right now there's a lot of public housing units, projects that are in this community. There's a lot of families, young families with children, and there's a lot of seniors as well, people who have been established here since the 30s and 40s. It's a really dynamic, crazy community that's a lot of fun to live in and to work in. I've been a community development worker for over 15 years. For the past 7 years in the Donovan Flour Mill community, we've been fortunate enough to be able to work on a big experiment which is called Better Beginnings, Better Futures. The basic premise of this experiment is what happens if children's needs, dreams, desires are put at the very center of the work that you do around your community development. Of course, when the focus for the work that we do is children, you're not just talking about the children, because the children have to have a healthy environment, which means they have to have healthy parents, they have to have healthy grandparents, they have to have neighbors who are willing to take care of them, willing to talk to them. So all of this work, if you start with the children at the core, just radiates out so that you're looking at creating a healthy neighborhood for everybody.
Any more popcorn?
Tomorrow it'll just be a little more.
You have to find Mona.
Who's Mona?
Mona is the popsicle lady.
Huh?
Yep.
Where's she?
She's out in the field.
Are they painting up there the hands?
Yeah. Help your hand too. Let me see your hand.
Put the cloth back on.
That's not bad.
And I could sit back and relax and watch. Not too much.
Some of the things that we've accomplished with this experiment have been many after-school programs, creative after-school programs, breakfast programs. We make sure there's lots of good food around. We've developed safe, accessible play areas for the children. We have community kitchens, community gardens. We've fought to maintain green space in the community, which we call the biggest green space of all in our community, the mountain.
I'm Clem Farmer. I'm the project naturalist for Better Beginnings, Better Futures. And I lived in this community now for 16 years. The mountain is one of the areas that is the center of our community. Children come and play on it. Also, it's been in the public domain for many years, to our knowledge. It's only come to light in the past couple of years that this area is privately owned and was slated for development. Groups like the Save the Mountain Coalition and Sudbury Better Beginnings, Better Futures and community members rallied together to to fight this issue at City Council.
When we realized that we had actually won, that we were going to be able to preserve at least some of the mountain as green space for the children and the other members of our community, it was a great sense of accomplishment. It was a great sense that, yeah, maybe we can start taking on other issues here. Maybe we really can start doing some real political work, some real work that means something to the community and can change things. We wanted to celebrate this. We needed to celebrate this. We needed to mark the fact that we had matured as a community and that we had come a distance here and that there was a commitment to this community. So one of the main ways that we thought we would do this is to create some kind of monument to the community, honoring all the individuals in this community, but somehow as a whole, that we all come together to work together on these things.
Like just start, it's like a brainstorm, right? So if you're more comfortable putting words down, put words down.
We wanted a project that was creative, where people could feel good about their own creativity, people could feel good about their own possibilities. So we dreamed up what we called at the time the Mountain Project. We designed a process where we would, first of all, go and try and get as many people participating in what we called the consultation part of this thing. So we would go into people's meetings, we went into Better Beginnings programs, we went to people's homes, we went any place that we could think of. And we brought people paper and pastels. And we asked them to draw the things that were important to them about our community and the things that they wanted us to honor in this community. Being asked, what do you want to honor in this community? What do you think is important in this community? Because we're going to be creating some kind of art piece out of it, was for a lot of people a total alien experience, but one that they had a lot of fun with. And once they were asked then to describe their drawings to us and tell us about what things that were important, we got some incredibly eloquent testimonials to the neighborhood.
Moi, j'ai fait mon dessin de l'école et de Saint-Gabriel.
Pourquoi est-ce que tu as choisi?
Parce que les maîtresses pitié sont vraiment importantes dans ma vie.